Let's begin by taking a look at shares of CRM, Salesforce. Taking a look at a fractional movement lower as of right now. The company acknowledging at its annual Dreamforce conference this week that its generative AI strategy could contribute to future job losses. Our own Brian Sozzi, he caught up with Salesforce CEO Marc Benioff at the conference and was able to ask him about the state of AI regulation and safety in the United States.
Are regulators able to, how far behind are they? This is election season, and we're not going to go down that route, but I'm getting images and photos on my social media accounts that I don't know if they're the candidates. I don't even know who they are, where they're being created from. It just feels like AI in that case is being used for bad.
The European regulators have been super impressive. I've been very impressed with the EU regulators and the Competition Market Authority as really leading the world in this area. I even went to the UK safety conference. That was the most impressive one I went to. We have a great leader in this country who's coming here for an interview with me tomorrow, Senator Mayorkas. I hope you'll come to the interview because he has led the pioneering way on looking at AI safety in the United States as our chief, by the way, our chief cop, right? He runs all of our most important security agencies. And it's impressive that he is also leading the AI safety program.
Do they feel behind? Are the guardrails being put in place?
I think that we are doing a lot of the right things, but we don't know necessarily what the wrong things are because the future is still somewhat undetermined.
And now, of course, there has been a larger battle in some of the CRM or ERP landscape here as we've been watching all of the deal flow start to come through, and not just on deal for portfolio clients, but strategic partnerships. And Salesforce certainly a part of those as well. Salesforce and NVIDIA, they put together a strategic collaboration to advance AI agent innovation. You also had Salesforce and Google Cloud. They say joining forces to deliver autonomous AI agents here that could collaborate across Salesforce and Google Workspace here. And this is perhaps not the first time you've heard about Agentforce. Salesforce talked about that within their most recent earnings results. But Salesforce is not alone within this landscape as not just talk, but delivery of some of the prompt and output that is going to be leveraged based on large data sets. Oracle, one of those other major winners, at least in the software or cloud landscape in this near-term period of time. And the stock has certainly shown and reflected that as of recent here. So we'll see what more comes from Salesforce during its conference that our own Brian Sozzi, you saw him out there at.
Yeah, it's also interesting to note that Governor Newsom signed a bill at Dreamforce to combat deepfake content regarding the election, which is, of course, what Sozzi was talking about in the beginning of that interview, saying that he has seen a lot of content on his own social media feeds that indicates, fake content, right? This idea that it is AI-powered deepfakes. And I thought it was interesting that Benioff kind of said, oh, well, globally they're working on it. Okay, well, what are we doing here? This is where, a lot of our users are, certainly where they were having the conversation. So something interesting to note moving forward. And to your exact point, Brad, I think the partnerships that a lot of these companies, not just Salesforce and NVIDIA, but also last week I talked a lot about Amazon partnering with Oracle, a history of huge competition between the two. Yeah. We are starting to see these tech giants coming together, all love in the game of tech.